Hello. Hi, dear one. Welcome to another reading. I am very excited to be channeling crow energy in this reading. I'm pulling some information from the Animal Power book from Allison Charles, one of my faves, and look how beautiful this page is. The immediate energy I'm feeling is like, if you can't tell, it's like this giddiness, it's like alive. There's this aliveness that's happening in my system right now that almost like pops something out behind my eyes. There's a lot of energy in like headiness, but it's more access to third eye and to crown. Like crown is very open. There's energy flowing in through the system. It's like this reciprocity, giving and moving and exchanging this energy, which yes. So crow tells us omen of change, personal integrity, walk your talk, the void, creation, and magic. I am a very potent shamanic totem. I represent Great Spirit and the birth point of creation. I reveal the magic that is ever present. My call urges you to leave what is familiar and see your life from a higher perspective. So this omen to change that Crow is calling you into right now, this energetic exchange, and if you're feeling called to this video right now, take what resonates, leave the rest, but know that I'm tapping into this collective energy that you're a part of. And so there is this, if you're watching this, you've been feeling this omen for a while, that change is occurring, it is happening, and maybe you've been beginning to see these little hints and textures of it in your everyday life. And knowing that this omen is occurring, and the concept of like personal integrity and walk your talk go really hand in hand, because the personal integrity to show up in the ways that you say you're going to and actually walk that walk and talk that talk and combine it with this creation and magic energy, this powerful shamanic totem. Crow is calling you into alignment right now. Alignment with your power, alignment with your highest self, alignment with your higher perspective, and this truth that is wanting to bring in more creation and magic. There is this void energy, which I love. I love to think about myself as cosmic soup. And so this came to me a couple weeks ago because the candle I'm burning on my altar right now, it has some glitter in it. And so for the first like 2 weeks of burns, anytime that I would burn this candle, it was like glittery cosmic soup. And so I started to visualize this cosmic soup inside of my body. And there's like this void space where you're in this unknown. But when you can allow yourself to be in the unknown and picture yourself in this void of cosmic soup, you're able to tap into this, even if you're in the void, of knowing that you're part of the creation energy, that expansion is happening through you and with you at all times, allowing this void, this circulation, this cosmic soup to be stirred and to be delicious. Allow it to be delicious. That's something that I am like continuing to be in the energy of right now, of fun, creating magic, being in the expansion of the magic that is happening in and around my life at this time. And I'm calling you into that too. Crow is calling you into that too. And I'm encouraging this understanding around it's okay to be in the void, even if the void feels really uncomfortable, because the void is bringing its own kind of creation magic. So Spirit, Crow, what energy do you want to this is unexpected, but also expect the unexpected. it's kind of not at the same time. Okay, I would like another card with this. I would like another card with this, if you must. That would be nice, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna pull you. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, we have the Lovers came out in upright. And I love this card because this intertwining of energy reminds me of this DNA spiral. And I did not think there was going to be love energy in this reading today, but that kind of still seems to be this expect the unexpected that continues to come through. And yeah, good. There's no nudity in this card. There is quite a bit of nudity in this deck, which the next card I'm not going to be able to fully show because of. But I'm curious to get the message from the actual book. This is the Mother Night Oracle deck, and it's from a local artist that lives in my area, and I love. Emily Kell is her name. She's amazing. Her artwork is amazing. Okay, the Lovers card represents love, harmony, and choices. Its appearance in a reading can often signify that you have a beautiful, deep, nourishing connection with a loved one, or that a new connection of this nature is just being formed. It shows shared vulnerability, honesty, and depth in a relationship, and points you towards self-reflection about what your ideals are in connection to relationships. So there's an aspect of this that I really see with Crow energy around the personal integrity of how do you hold your own personal space and boundaries and discernment when you are in relation with others, and knowing that when you show up in your own personal integrity, that weaves together, that becomes this beautiful spiral, DNA spiral that then you both get to hold your own individual space, but the strength that happens when you come together in that is really this concept of walking your talk. It is saying I'm going to show up in this way, and I'm going to be discerning in how I show up because I'm my own individual first. And this love energy, this relationship energy is bringing in magic and creation at this time. And it's amplifying already what you are as an individual that will be amplified from a relationship that's entering in, a new relationship that may be started, maybe the relationship within yourself. There's a lot of different ways this could occur. And it depends on who you are and how it resonates, because this is a collective reading. The next card that came out was Cycles. And so I'm going to do my best to cover some of the nudity on this and show you. Okay. Here we go. So the Cycles card came out in reverse. And there may be something stuck, unmoving in your life. See if you can find the root of this blockage and find compassion for the part of yourself who is stuck. Change can be a slow or fast process and can happen internally or externally. Try to remain equanimous towards the specifics of how this change unfolds. You are simply being called to notice and stay with this part of yourself. If something is asking to be released, move forward towards acceptance. I think this cycle card right now is inviting you into the void, around a situation or energy inside of your system that feels blocked or stuck. Because when you enter into the void, you're giving space for that energy to move and to break a cycle to then enter into a new cycle. And with this card being in reversed, with the Lovers card simultaneously, you are breaking a cycle in relationships and entering into a new one. But in order to do that, there is some internal work that is still being called into. And Crow gives us strength when you're dealing with any type of adversity. So Crow can show you how to rise above and stay strong. And I think there's this aspect that you're being called into with Crow energy and with relationships around the Lovers and these cycles of being called into going into it, go into the void, and what gets to come out on the other side of that is really that strength in your personal integrity and the magic of going into the creation. Yeah, because the void is an infinite place of possibility and it fuels your highest earthly good and lets new things enter. Yeah. I love this concept of asking the void for whether it has any messages for you. And so, yeah, another invitation coming from this reading of being able to go into the void and see what messages it might have for you at this time. Okay, let's see what else wants to pop out here. I did have one card fly out when I started shuffling, which I did get to see what it was. It was the Sacred Boundaries card, which like such a discerning know of how to show up, how to spend your time and energy, when it's appropriate to go into that void, when it's not, when to be in that creation energy. You have so many untapped abilities waiting for you to explore your gifts and call Crow in for support. And so there's, you know, when you're doing this cycle breaking work, there can be a lot of stuck energy in the body, and to move that energy out and through, you're being asked to shake, release, and heal it. And so doing a practice where you can shake or scoop energy off of your body, allowing it to move through and with you, because there's so much that our bodies hold and it gets stuck inside of our human body based on our life experiences. And so being able to create some more space for newness to come in, because this lover relationship, this might not be a love relationship that's entering. It might also be a love relationship with yourself. It's going to be different for every person, but being able to shake, release, and move on and heal in the process, like this energy is bringing this manifestation in, which I love that Crow showed up from this deck as we're also talking about Crow, because, excuse me, you are ready to give birth to a new project. And this master manifester energy is giving life to this new project that you're bringing in. Like, this reading feels very, again, it's like very third eye crown energy at this time, which very much is like this manifestation coming into the 3D because of tapping into the higher realms and knowing that what exists in the unseen also wants to come into the scene. What you want also wants you. And so you, like, to bring life and breath into this new project, you need spiritual strength behind it. And that spiritual strength gets to come through breaking those cycles, through going into the void, through trusting in your manifestation and trusting in yourself in the process. Because when one door closes, another door opens, because there is the end in the beginning and the beginning in the end. Yes. And so take up space, this concept of like walk your talk, keep trying, continue to have conversations, plug away, because there's victory that is coming on the other side of this. And it feels like it is a rolling manifestation opening. It's like when you push a domino and then they all push each other, like the domino effect is going to happen, the ripples will happen. And so knowing that when this ripples into one direction, it is rippling and rippling, and like there's victory that is coming. You can see it on the horizon, right? This concept of using the binoculars to see the hawk. And I love this light energy. We're in the Lionsgate portal right now. This is a timeless reading, but you may be watching it when it comes out, and of knowing that this golden energy that is flowing in you and is part of your wellspring is asking you to keep showing up to it, and also to claim it, to claim this next life. Because this omen of change that is coming in, it is bringing victory. It is bringing victory. And this omen of change might be a change in relationship. It might be a change in yourself. It might be a change in lovers. It's so interesting to me of like that this is coming through right now, the love energy part of this change. And this card is poked out at me twice, and so I'm feeling a call to actually say something about it. But this concept of seeing beyond your past, of this so often when we are learning about our own value and worth, we have to be able to see past the stories and the narratives that tell us that, oh, I'm the ugly duckling, or oh, that I am like worth less than other people, which is just not the case. You're not a duck at all. You're a stinking swan. And so rechanging the narratives, and this could be around love in your life, this could be around other things that you're manifesting. The concept of abundance is coming through right now, of like, yes, I can afford that. Yes, I can afford to show up in this way. And that's like the walk your talk of trusting that the words that you put out, the seeing beyond, the rewriting the narratives within yourself are growing into this omen of change that is bringing about now in the 3D reality. Because this transformation will come, but you have to be honest with yourself about what you want and the actions that you need to take in order to achieve that. And like, there is a metamorphosis happening right now inside of you where you're moving from the caterpillar into the butterfly, and there is a new emergence that is occurring. And that's truly, this is magic, right? It's a miracle that a creature such as a caterpillar can turn into goo and then reform as a butterfly. That's a miracle, right? And there is creation that is happening in these miracles right now, magic that exists at this time, and being able to sink into that by the choices that you make, by the actions that you take. And that happens by showing up to honesty with yourself and holding yourself accountable, or even having other people in your life that hold you accountable. And this could be coming through the relationships that already exist that are reestablishing, or maybe even a new love relationship. This doesn't specifically feel like a love reading. It might be for some people, but it doesn't, like, and maybe I have my own hesitation on that, but it doesn't. And I trust that. Thank you, Spirit. Know that you have many untapped abilities waiting for you. Explore your gifts and call Crow for support. You have many untapped abilities, and there is an evolution into your complexity that is Crow is calling you into. Trust in your untapped abilities and go into them. Go into the creation of it. And so often what can happen when you are in when you are in these places where you're growing those abilities and you're learning to trust in your new gifts, the illusion thoughts come up, and you have to spearhead them and decide that, okay, I hear this thought, it is not for my highest good. I can hear that it's not supporting me. And so I am the one in control of my mind and my thoughts, and I can rewire this. I can choose a new narrative. I can see beyond my own past struggles and self and decide to move through the illusion thought and put a new thought in its place. And really that's the energy of like, keep trying, you know, like the thoughts are, you might have some really hard thought days and where you're doing the mental gymnastics over and over and over again just to get back to a place of neutral, but not every day is going to be like that. And so keep going into the illusion thoughts because it's important to. That is so many cards. And like every time that you do that, you're quantum jumping into this new energy. There's so many cards here, but I feel like how beautiful this is. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, this quantum jump right now, that Crow, this omen of change that is being brought about. I just want you guys to see this, and I'm like, okay, this energy is amazing. And I'm starting with breakthrough. This quantum jump is bringing about the breakthrough. And there's a trust energy that you're being called into of this change. The omen of change is asking you to trust that it is happening and that the omen is occurring, right? This is the breakthrough energy that is coming through. And I love that Crow Raven came back through and telling you to face your fears, which really goes into this illusion thought that I was just talking about. But right now you're in this quantum jump, and facing your fears helps you continue to stay at this quantum jump energy where, like, when you jump, you're entering into a new vibrational state. And in order to stay at that new vibrational state, you have to continue to choose it. And your actions have to align with that. And so facing your fears is choosing it and choosing to align your actions with it. And what is coming from this energy, from this breakthrough, from trusting, from facing your fears, is this abundance that is almost here. This abundance that is almost here. This quantum jump is bringing about this abundant portal. And every time that you choose it, that you continue to point your direction at it, it's a reminder that this abundance is here. You're living in the abundance portal right now. And in what ways can you have gratitude for that and appreciate and see that you are in this metamorphosis, that this victory of this transformation has already occurred, that you already have new perspective and new wings to fly at different heights, and to absolutely trust that. And even if that trust is just a little sprout, one sprout of trust can build more trust and can continue to bring abundance into that from being in relation and co-creating with the universal energies at this time. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we'll let you come out. Ooh. Existence, live in the moment. Okay, so what I'm getting from this card at this time is that enjoy your life, have some fun. Like, I think this is also walking your talk, this crow energy, because like we're meant to be in this, we're meant to be alive. You're meant to be present and appreciate the beauty of every moment and be in this awe of, yeah. Okay, so this tagline is live the moment, and then the beauty tagline is the moment expressed, and then it's expressed through this free generosity, this giving freely and generously, which is quite a beautiful energy to be sitting with. Existence, beauty, and generosity. There is Wow. Okay, whatever you've been calling into your life is potent. I can feel it, my friend. Oh my gosh, you powerful being. And so, like, live in the moment of where you are, because there's no guessing how this is going to come into your life. This energy that we have been talking about, this metamorphosis, this victory, this abundance, but like the presence, being present with where you are and continuing to point your arrow in the direction of what you want. And how do you be generous with yourself, generous with your time, and also accept generosity from others, and being able to be in the beauty of accepting generosity from others, because people want to offer you gifts. And if you are closed off to those gifts, what you're calling in, what you are master manifesting at this time, also can't come in. And so being in the moment helps you be present and accept be receptive to the growth that you're inviting in at this time. There's an acceptance and I can use words. Being receptive to receiving, inviting in the growth, because there is a huge potential, limitless potential, really. And okay, the story behind this card is actually quite beautiful and tragic all at the same time, right? Like, there's no predicting of how things are going to happen in our world, and what you ask for, of how the universe rearranges things to bring it into your life. And this photo here, this cornstalk grew out of the ashes of my friend's home that burned down. And so new life was then grown from something that was tragic. A house burning down is tragic. And everything that goes into rebuilding a life from that experience. But this limitless potential that gets to come from this single growth of stalk. Like, why was there a corn stalk growing in the middle of an ash burned house? Because the universe is magic and there is always limitless potential. And so being able to see that this potential is infinite, and it is calling you into this infinite, and they're like, to be able to honor the purpose of one thing ending and another thing beginning, of this completion energy, of knowing that the life that you're moving from through this quantum jump that's happening right now, like you are moving from one level of life into another, and there's a completion that's happening here. But see the end in the beginning and the beginning and the end, and honor it. What can you do to honor this transition right now, this omen of change that is coming in? And like there is an energy around like what feels healthy for you and your body and your mind and your spirit at this time, because your wellness matters. And so this could be about the food that you eat. It also could be about how, like, are you spending enough time focusing on your body? And this could be in self-care or in nature, because they're like this whole energy of completion and like taking care of yourself is entering into how do I want to say this? Spirit, can you give me one more card for this? Because like it feels like I'm pivoting a little bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, of course flexibility came out. And of course it did. But I also love this card because look at all the wishes, right? Dandelions, to me, I have one tattooed on my shoulder, but there's this wish energy. And when you blow this wish, you don't know where that wish is going to land or how that wish is going to manifest itself. And so being flexible for how that wish is coming in, because an offering is also coming in, right? Like this whole energy really is tapping into this like void of you don't know how the change is coming, but you feel this omen. There is personal responsibility and integrity in it for you to show up and to walk your talk and to be in creation and be in your magic and give thanks for what is being offered, and also notice what you've already been offered. Like maybe the invitation right now is to make a list of all of the things that people have offered or gifted to you in the last month. And to like really sit with gratitude for every single one of those things. And know that like you've been calling those things in even if you didn't really mean to, right? Like I'm astounded by thinking about that in my own life. And there's this power of being in the flow and letting go and allowing this energy to come in the way that it wants to. And that means being flexible with the generosity that is being grown right now. And that's giving freely and also receiving freely. Like we're meant to have both. There's a reciprocity that exists in this place. And I trust that. I trust. Gratitude. Okay, this feels pretty much complete. It feels like there wants to be like one or two final, yeah, okay. Know that you're capable of more and that growth is occurring right now. And with all of this energy that we've talked about before, which, what a powerful energy. You're such a powerful being. Thank you for connecting with me and my energy. Like, this growth is coming from your magic, from your creation, from being in co-creation energy with spirit, the universe, source. And so be in this growth, and also like look at how many rings of the tree there are, and notice that happens within ourselves too. Like when we can retrospectively look back and see how much growth we've done, it helps us springboard into more growth in the future. Okay, complete. Calling it there. Thank you, Crow. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you to you for tuning in and listening. This has been incredibly fun. Leave me a comment of how this resonated. Like and subscribe to this channel. I am just really grateful to be here and to be sharing my energy and to be in co-creation with all of this energy. What a gift. Okay, I'll see you on the next one. I'm AB, short for ABSD, they them pronouns, and we all share the same sky. I love you. Bye bye.